Welcome back, everybody, to the Las Vegas Raiders franchise. And before we get started, just wanted to thank you guys once again for so much support on this series so far. It has been absolutely fantastic. You guys are amazing. If you can really hit that like button, would help out. Subscribe if you're new here and just checking it out. Also, comment down below what you think of this franchise going forward. So, we just got a few weeks left. Right now, sitting at the number one seed, but we suffered that second loss of the season last year. We got that huge matchup in the final week looming against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So I would say this is a must-win situation. We got a 6-9 Patriots team coming in. Their season pretty much over, done for. Really, the Chiefs, I would say, a win away from clinching. So the AFC is going to be pretty much shored up. It's just going to be really about seeding. So we need this victory. You can't lose this game and then go into that Jaguars game with, it's already going to be a must-win for that game to really hang on to that number one seed because we don't want to be playing in that wild card weekend. We want home field advantage. We want that number one seed. So we got to get this victory. We know New England's going to be wanting to play spoiler, going to want to, take us down for sure and knock us off that ledge. But hopefully we can get the job done here. The problem is last week we suffered major injuries. Max Sampson's going to miss this game with that dislocated throwing shoulder. He'll miss this week. Hopefully he'll be back for week 18. But Josh Jacobs, he's now done for the season. He's missed some time this season, so we've already kind of had that, opportunity to not have him in the lineup and roll with different guys for sure. But, man, it's such a huge difference not having him in the lineup. He is such a difference maker. And like I said last time, I don't know. He's got a year left in his contract. We'll see what happens with Josh Jacobs going forward, getting up there in age. Maybe we go in another direction. I don't know if we're going to give him that second contract. That is for sure. But, man, this is huge. We got to beat the Patriots here. This is I'm saying it, said it before, must-win situation. You can't lose to this team, especially at home. One thing when you're on the road in the NFL, it's always tough, but you got to win at home. As we got some kind of old school unis up here. I do like those Patriots one. I kind of, all I think about when I see those uniforms, if you've never seen them before, if you're kind of too young to think about it, is Drew Bledsoe. Drew Bledsoe in these uniforms, that's all I can kind of think about. In that, I believe they kind of wore the style like this in the Super Bowl against Green Bay. Brett Favre's first Super Bowl title. But there's Kirk Cousins, comes over in free agency. He's only been with this team now for a week. But, hey, NFL, you got to get ready, get it going, and hopefully he can bring us something here. Veteran quarterback and maybe get a victory here in Week 17. Let's get this one underway, and here we go. New England will receive the ball first. They'll start at the 25. And here comes Mac Jones. So, Mac Jones, solid season. 30 touchdowns, 7 picks. I feel like some of the times with some of these teams this year, quarterback, you kind of have it settled in, but sometimes are you just going to go in another direction, the next year? Who knows? It's always interesting to see what happens, but there's those injuries. Jacobs, he's done for the season. Jacobs been done, and Odafe Oweh won't be able to return really to the playoffs. So, yeah, that hurts a little bit too. 3rd and 7. Jones to fire, looking down the field, just going to throw this one away, incomplete. And that is a nice 3 and out here to start off this game. You want to jump on these teams early. You don't want to let them hang around and, get involved in the game. Kind of jump on them early, get a nice lead. That's what you want. Here comes Kirk Cousins making his Raider debut. 1st and 10. We're starting off right away. Jalen Hyatt over the middle, first down. Kirk Cousins and conservative has always kind of been the thing, but, we got to see what he has. We got to make some plays in the pass game. 2nd and 11, back to throw again. Cousins looking. He's going to dump it off this time to Gibson out of the backfield. Something Cousins does a lot, but hey, that's okay. If you got to matriculate the ball down the field, we'll absolutely take it. Now 3rd and 3. New England just bringing 4. Cousins looking, plenty of time down the field, and that's going to be grab and a first down. Amari Cooper. And that was a nice throw by Cousins, and tell you what, I don't know if I like seeing 2 receivers in the same area, though. I don't like that kind of play call. As we'll hand the ball off to Keaton Mitchell. Got some blockers to the outside. Mitchell tries to make the move, but he's got a nice gain around 12, 13 yards. He's up to the 15-yard line, first down, and obviously now we sign Keaton Mitchell. Try to continue to incorporate him Now look out, Cousins, and that's going to be Matthew Judon getting through for the sack. So right now with the running game, I would say, you still got Williams, Gibson, Mitchell, trying to incorporate all three. They'll kind of do their own thing. Look out, Cousins again is going to go down. This time it is Bentley with the sack. I think Judon was there as well. So back-to-back sacks is going to lead to about a 50-yard field goal attempt here for Carlson. He has just been automatic. Kick is up, and it is good. Tell you what, I wish they would change up the field goal kicking in this game because it's just, even if you turn the accuracy down, it's just a tad bit easy. I mean, I don't know what you got to go to. I knew the 3-click system was kind of, I don't know. I'm not sure what you do with field goals because I feel like sometimes you just don't get the, it's just not that much pressure. Even if you have a bad field goal kicker, I feel like you can knock them in all day. So that's something I think Madden needs to look at for sure is field goal kicking. Because sometimes there's some bad kickers out there and they're missing extra points. So, make it maybe a little bit tougher. 3rd and 9. Here comes the pressure. Ball is loose. It's picked up by Jonathan Allen. And Josh Uche. This is a little bit of revenge game, right? New England gave him up. We got a big-time pass rusher. He has just been absolutely fantastic for us. Takes down his former teammate, forces the ball out. And then there is Jonathan Allen, man on the spot to pick it up. Great field position. This defense is something else. Play action, going down the field, looking for Cooper, who's got it for the touchdown. That's a great way to answer. There you go. Get the big turnover, go to Cooper, in for 6. And we're going to take a 10-0 lead. That's the time to do it, especially in that part of the field right after a turnover. Go for that big shot. Cousins puts it on him. He's got it, and there's a first touchdown pass as a Raider for Kirk Cousins. It's going to be interesting to see. He could be one of those guys that could retire after the season, but, if he plays well here, he's obviously not going to be the starter going forward, but I wouldn't mind bringing back Kirk Cousins as a kind of a backup, kind of that mentor role. I think that would work out perfectly. 1st and 10 now after the good first down run there by Conley. Jones the fire, has an open man. That's going to be caught. Broken tackle. And down the field goes Oscar Weathers up to the 35-yard line, turning into the number 1 receiver for this Patriots team. That's a really good play as New England trying to get this offense rolling. But here comes the blitz. And that's Divine Diablo with the sack. Number 1 sack team in the NFL here. Whether it be 4-man rush or by a blitz. We are outstanding. 3rd and 9. Jones feeling some pressure, just flings it up, and this is going to be out of bounds, incomplete. But the coverage, same thing. I mean, this defense from the front to the back is just so good, so disciplined. I mean, even if we have some offensive deficiencies, is this 51-yard field goal is going to be up and is good, so New England good on the board here. I mean, it's what's been carrying us. You're not going to score many points. It's going to be tough on you. Our offense has got to do enough as Cousins' throw is going to be out of bounds. We just got to do enough. We just got to not make sure we just don't turn the ball over and make mistakes. 3rd and 11. Cousins just throwing it up, looking for Joseph Good, and Joseph Good has got it. That's a first down. Man, that was overrun by the corner. I'm surprised how much he got too much in front of Joseph Good, and it was just in the perfect placement. And obviously the height, go up and get it. He does. Big time grab, move the chains. We haven't seen a lot of that this year. Really haven't. We got to utilize that height for sure. As Mitchell with the carry, he's going to pick up around 4. So we're into this second quarter now, trying to add some more points here. Swing it out to Gibson. Nice blocks. Going to be close to another first down. Injury there for the Patriots defense. So a 3rd down and 1. Gibson is going to remain in the backfield. Give him the ball, and Gibson's got it for the first. Move the chains there up to the 21-yard line. Now, the thing is, you got Jamal Williams sitting there too, but we could play the game where you'd almost can make Jamal Williams kind of like your second half back. Bring the power in the second half when the defense is a little bit worn down, and then you just bam, 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 and it's just tough to stop. That could be the game plan going forward without Jacobs. 1st and goal. Going up top, looking for Good, and he can't bring it down. I wish those were a little bit more consistent, but they're not. 3rd and goal. Cousins looking, just going to dump it underneath the Trey Tucker. He will not pick up the touchdown. And you know what? With the defense we got, there's just no reason to really try anything. Just kick the field goal, go up 2 scores once again, get a 13-3 lead. Bring out Carlson here. And the kick is up is good. I think nowadays in the NFL, I think sometimes, teams just don't, they just want to continuously go for it and not take the points. Take the freaking points, man. I mean, if you look at it nowadays, defense is actually starting to play a little bit better. Points are always at a premium. I mean, you just got to take your points, deal with it. I know you want the touchdown every time, but take your field goal, allow your defense to play some good stuff, especially here, the defense we have. So, defense. And speaking of, Tyree Wilson with another good run stop. Hasn't really put up the sack numbers. I just want him to stay healthy. But if he's going to make those run stops, that's what we want to see. As here comes the pressure, but Jones, receiver's not going to help him out at all. But Amari Burney is a bit shaken up on the play. So, he has an abdominal tear. So Amari Burney with the abdominal tear, that is a multi-week injury. Man, we are getting hit very tough with injuries here in the final few weeks of the season. We've been pretty much healthy. I mean, Jacobs has missed a little bit of time and Tyree Wilson, but it's been like an injury here or there this whole entire season. Nothing to really, disrupt anything, but wow. The last, now 2 weeks, major players are going down. 2nd and 6, counter action there to Gibson, picks up around 4. So a 3rd down and 2. So now Luke Burke's going to have to step in there. There's no more Will Jacobson. Hand off. There is Jamal Williams. I believe that's enough for a 1st down. So now Luke Burke is going to have to move in. We've given him more playing time in probably the previous 3 to 4 weeks. But now, no Bernie. It's pretty much all him. And that's caught high at 1st down. Spillane's going to have to step in now. So I feel like that's why we need depth at the linebacker position. We've just, had some significant injuries. As Cousins is going to go down. There is Judon again. Absolute monster out there. 2nd and 18, trying to set up a quick screen, and Cousins can't even get it off. Gillislee. Man, all right, well, forget about running screens. Their defense is all there, just it's not working. We're going to try another one here real quick, and it doesn't work. So I didn't even listen to myself because there's just no reason to call screens anymore. Just kind of throw it out of the playbook, forget about it. But we'll go into halftime. 13-3 lead. Try to run out this second half here and come away with a victory after that disappointing loss last week to the Chargers. But you could see Cousins at least is giving us something. I believe Hendon Hooker right now, you might have to develop Hooker more, but man, if he was in this game right now, I think we'd be really struggling at the moment. I think it might be like a 6-3, 3-3 type game. But with Cousins, you can make enough throws down the field. Go down to Tampa. Bills 35-14, 11-5. Man, this AFC is going to be so good in the playoffs. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't know. I mean, when Kansas City's going to probably be your 7th seed, that is absolutely ridiculous. Colts at 13-2. They're battling with Jacksonville right there for the number 1 seed and division. One of those teams is going to be a wild card team. Insane. The AFC's nuts. And really, I mean, it could be whoever comes out of the AFC could be your Super Bowl champ. But the thing is, I think the AFC, I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, Kansas City could be 7. Say we're 1. I wouldn't be surprised if 1 through 7, makes a Super Bowl. When they were in the NFC, you pretty much got Dallas, I would say, and Philadelphia. I think Seattle could be a sleeper team, and maybe Carolina, but I would say give it up to Philadelphia and Dallas. They're your 2 NFC favorites. So we'll see how these playoffs turn out. We'll see where we're standing, but we got to take care of business here and obviously take care of business next week to secure that number 1 seed. Good start to this drive here. We'll go back to Keaton Mitchell with the carry. Mitchell keeps the legs digging forward. Got about 7 yards there. Brings up a 2nd and 3. Could play action off this or just run for the first. We're just going to run for the first. And Mitchell has to run to the outside. Makes one man miss. Trying to make another miss. But still a nice gain up to the 18-yard line. First down. You can see Jacksonville did win below. They did beat the Rams. So they continue on right next to us, man. Next week is going to be some game as Gibson underneath is going to pick up 7 yards. So 2nd down and 3. This is a really nice long drive here to start off this second half. Now we go to Jamal Williams. Williams going to have the first. Keeps digging forward. He's down to the 2. Put this one in. Let's put it in. Put it up to a 20-3 lead. Let's get this one done here. Jamal Williams is going to stay in the backfield. First down and goal as Mayer moving over here. Give it to Williams. Easy block there by Blasingame. In for the touchdown. And that is a fantastic drive to start this second half. Don't keep him in the game. Wear him down here. Nice long drive to start this half. Take up pretty much half the quarter. And you don't settle for 3. You punch it right in there for the touchdown. 20-3 is going to be your score. So how does New England respond? Jones to the outside. That is going to fall incomplete. Looking for Smith-Schuster. Juju's had a rough game. He's had a very, very good season. But, man, this game has not been kind to him. As that's going to be caught underneath for a first down. Wasn't easy. I mean, 3rd and 3. He goes a little check down. He's looking. You could see Mac Jones was looking down the field trying to find something. Just wasn't there, but still made a nice play. Picks up the first. 1st and 10. Jones underneath. I don't know how we just didn't get that with Luke Burke. We were right there. All right, well, it's a completed pass, and it's a first down. 1st and 10. Jones back to throw again. I mean, that's going to be over the middle. That's going to be caught. Yeah, I would say right now they pretty much half abandoned the run game. I don't see that really being an effective part of their game here for the rest of this game. They're just going to chuck it. So they're going to go empty set here. They're going to set up a tight end screen to Gesicki. And Gesicki's got pretty good yardage. He's going to get down to the 22. So a 3rd down and 2. Not quite 4-down territory because a field goal puts you back to a 2-touchdown game. 3rd and 2. A.J. Dillon makes a move, and he's just going to be a tad short. So we'll see what their thinking is. Do they go for this? Do they just kick the field goal? I mean, I'd kick the field goal. As I said earlier, take your points. You know, you miss this. It's just a momentum swing. You got to take your points here, go down 2 scores, and the kick is up and is good, and that's what New England does. I think that's really the smart play, you know. That's what you got to do. We just now got to rely on our offense to pick up some more points over the middle. Joseph Good with the grab. Had Cooper underneath as well. Could have went to him, but a little bit more of dangerous of a throw, and it works out in our favor. Joseph Good with the completion. First down. Single back is going to be Gibson, but we're going to play action once again. Cousins looking. Has time to throw. Going up top, and that's going to be overthrown for good. You know what? You don't have to overthrow that guy. Just give him a shot. Put him on him. Let him go up and get it. But obviously, the first game with Cousins and Joseph Good, the rapport just isn't there, as this one is going to fall incomplete to New England's defense. This time gets the stop. Puts it in the hand of their offense. And A.J. Dillon has a really good carry, and that's a first down up to the 23-yard line. I mean, this game's not over yet. If New England could go down here, get a touchdown, it's only 20-13. Dillon, not this time. Luke Burke comes through and makes the nice stop. I know some guys have been, saying Luke Burke should get more playing time. Well, hey, here you go. Amari Burney out. This is your time to shine, man. See what he can do. Wilson, pressure, and somehow Jones got rid of it. How is that not intentional grounding? I guess he was outside, but the ball never made the line of scrimmage. Either way, it's a punt. So great job by the defense keeping us in here, as that's going to be a nice run by Keaton Mitchell, and right now he has looked very productive in this game. And that's really what we might do. Is, you kind of roll with a hot hand. Who's the guy that's performing well in that game? That's no good. Bentley, man, we've given up a lot of sacks in this game. We're so used to Max Sampson being back there, able to, I'm not going to say our offensive line is bad. So we're going up for Joseph. Good, has him open, but he misses him by a yard. Just falls incomplete. But yeah, our offensive line's solid, but I think sometimes Sampson makes it look a little better if he can scramble and get out of there, as Luke Burke with another nice run stop. But when you got a guy like Kirk Cousins back there, it's not going to happen. So you see those deficiencies sometimes. 2nd and 9. Standing in the end zone, but he has an open man down the field. That's going to be caught. And that's going to be a first down, New England. So nice job getting out of that dangerous territory. Less than 8 minutes left in this game. They need some big plays down the field. Jones from the empty set. Underneath, caught by Gesicki. And I don't know why. It's another Madden thing. I don't know what. I'm standing there waiting for the tackle. But for some reason, it just takes me like 5 yards away from the guy that caught the ball, and I can't make the tackle right away. Makes absolutely no sense. Kind of infuriating a little bit. 3rd and 10. Jones looking down the field, just going to throw it away. That's actually a really good play because you don't want a 4th and 18. You want a 4th and 10 at least because you're going to go for it here. So 4th and 10. Not quite the ball game, but could be. And, oh, man, Oscar Weathers goes up and gets it. A fantastic play by the receiver there. Tyreek Patterson, one of the best corners, I would say, in football, and obviously has that 6'4" height as well. That is not easy, but Weathers makes a great play. It's underneath the Gesicki. And now, Max Crosby. No. We cannot afford to lose him. He's limping to the bench there. Hopefully it's just an easy sprain, nothing crazy. As Jones looking, and he's not going to get it off. Oh, they're gonna say it's a sack. Okay, there you go. Parsons with the sack. I thought they were going to say an incomplete pass. Foot contusion. Okay, he can return. Nothing big. Don't want a big injury to him, that's for sure. 3rd and 17 screen. That's really not going anywhere. Only picks up around 4 yards. So they're going to have to go for this one here. 4th and 13. Got less than 5 minutes left. And they're running a draw? What? What is that play call? A 4th and 13 draw. Okay. Don't understand that one. I understand we're playing kind of in quarters defense, but wow, okay. That's an interesting play call. 1st and 10, and the ball's popped loose, and it doesn't even matter. That play call was an absolute atrocious call by the offensive coordinator. We just cough it up and give it right back. Was that Bentley who came through and just smacks it out? Did they add these animations back in? I've not messed with the fumble sliders, anything like that. Since the newest patch, I said it last time, I've seen more animations with guys actually ripping at the ball as Uche's shaking up too. Man, come on. I've seen more of that. And it cost us. Underneath. Caught. Gesicki somehow stays in bounds. We do make the tackle. 3rd down and 3. Muscle cramps. Okay, that works. No big deal there. 3rd down and 3. Looking. Pressure coming from Crosby, who's back from the foot contusion. He looks fine there. There we go. Crosby with another sack just continues to add to that record. Another 4th down, 4th and long. Yeah, okay, they're not going to run a draw on this play. 4th and 14, empty set. Looking down the field, firing, and Weathers is going to hang on for the catch and the touchdown. Oscar Weathers looking impressive, making some really big-time grabs. And that's what I was saying earlier. This game isn't over yet. As trusting in your receiver, goes up, gets it, hangs on to contact. It is 20-13. So we need a nice offensive drive here. This is where your 4-minute drill. We need a 4-minute drive just to end this game, and that is a great drive starter. Finding Jalen Hyatt down the field, catch first down. That's what we need. Big plays, consistent runs, keep the clock moving. Now we hand off to Keaton Mitchell. Mitchell keeps the legs driving again, 7 yards. One more first down here. Let the clock run a little bit. That'll get us down to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 3. Back to Mitchell. Getting some nice blocks, and it's just enough to give us a first down, bring this down to the 2-minute warning, and we're a first down or 2, depending, of ending this game. Mitchell, up the middle. Just get what you can get. He keeps digging, man. That should have been maybe a 1-yard gain, turns into 3. They call their first timeout. 2nd and 7. Williams had a crease there. Picks up 4. But we get a first down here. This is ball game. Williams, give him the ball, cuts it up, and he's got it. First down. We're going to end this ball game, kneel this one away, and we're going to get out of here with a 20-13 victory. I tell you what, we just kind of squeaked it out a little bit here, man. I know if we win that game next week, we are the number 1 seed, and our defense has been impressive to win us a championship this year. Defense wins championships, and it really does. But sometimes our offense just falls asleep, and I don't know why. I mean, I know right now, obviously why. We're missing Josh Jacobs, our top running back, one of the best running backs in football. Max Sampson wasn't in for this game. You got Kirk Cousins only been here a week. But we've seen these games even when we're healthy. So I'm still just looking for that consistency offensively. I don't know if it's like offensive line play. I'm not sure what is happening with that. Quarterback play has been, even though he doesn't really turn the ball over, Sampson, it's been really hit or miss. The defense has carried us pretty much this entire season. So I think it's going to pretty much carry us to hopefully a Super Bowl. But, I mean, when we need big-time plays offensively, you're going to need them come playoff time. When you're taking on Patrick Mahomes, when you're taking on Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, these guys, they're going to be tough to stop. And we're going to have to do something offensively. Our defense could play very, very well, but, they still might let up 20, 24 points to really good offenses. So our offense has to respond. And we know Jacobs is not going to be there for the rest of the season. He's done. So, hopefully Sampson should be back. He looks like he is good to go. He will return in our final week of the season. And let's see some offense in that game. Let's see something against Jacksonville. That's going to be for our number 1 seed pretty much. So win this game, you get a week off. But if you lose this game to Jacksonville, you still might get, if we luck out, but I think we'd be pretty much done for the number 1 seed. And we drop back and have to play in the wild card round. But you can see now we're missing Amari Burney. Amari Burney's going to be out for 4 weeks. So that's definitely going to be, he'd have to come back maybe the championship game, maybe the Super Bowl. So, man, that's a tough one. We're going to sign Leonard Floyd just to help out with some depth. So we'll bring back Leonard Floyd. He did play for this team last year. We'll bring him in there for some more, pass rushing type specialists. But this is going to be big. Both teams 14-2. Jacksonville still trying to win a division, which is absolutely insane to think about. But winner, more than likely, is your number 1 seed. Really depends what the Colts do. But if we lose, I just said a minute ago, I think if we lose, we might still be fine. I think we're done. So if we lose, number 1 seed is not ours. You see the Chiefs did clinch. They are 10-6. They have not lost a game since we beat them. So they have won 5 in a row. The Chiefs are a hot team. You got the Dolphins there, Ravens, Bills. I mean, every team has over double-digit victories. It is crazy, the AFC. NFC, you got the Falcons at 12-4 trying to clinch that number 1 seed. You got Cowboys, Panthers, Lions, Eagles at 9-7, Bucks at 9-7. Seahawks are a win away from clinching that final 7th spot. Yeah, Atlanta's interesting. Do you trust Desmond Ridder? Their defense is good. Bijan Robinson's a fantastic running back, so that can really help you playoff time. But it's going to come down to this. Week 18, who's going to win this game and who's going to be the number 1 seed? We'll see. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support. I do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Once again, hit that like button, subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.